So problem number 15 on YDSE. And if one of the slits of Young's experiment is covered with a transparent sheet of thickness of 4.8 mm, the central fringe shifts to a position originally occupied by 30th bright fringe. So what is saying here, what should be the thickness of the sheet if central fringe has to shift to position occupied by 20th bright fringe? So let's see this, why it shifts and all is again question of optical path length. So this is like this. This was the central bright fringe here. And you know, if we place a sheet in, if transparent sheet in front of one of the slits here, the central bright fringe shifts to that side. Because the reason is from S1 to P, optical path increases by how much? It increases by mu minus 1 into T. Hence, physical path length has to become shorter. So physical path length it has to be shorter by how much? It has to be shorter by mu minus 1 into T. That's what you're done. And that's what you're going to apply here. So here it has shifted. Which point? It has shifted to point P, which is equivalent to, see, this point corresponds to 30th bright fringe. It means at this point, the path difference S2P minus S1P is equal to 30 lambda. So let's say here the physical path difference is equal to 30 lambda. If it has shifted to this point, it means extra path length or extra optical path because of sheet has to be equal to 30 lambda, or T into mu minus 1 has to be equal to 30 lambda. Physical path difference 30 lambda has to be equal to optical path difference. So extra path length. So basically what he is saying here, the sheet is creating extra path length equal to 30 lambda, which is being offset because of this shift here. Now we are saying what should be the thickness T dash so that shift is to 20th fringe. So we just simply same similar equation we write. In that case, it has to shift to 20th fringe width. So shift is equal to 20 lambda, and that has to be equal to T dash into mu minus 1. And very easily we notice from here, if we take the ratio, T dash has to be equal to 30 by 3 by 2 is equal to T by T dash. And we can easily obtain that ratio. So shift in position of central bright fringe can be thought of in terms of multiple of fringe width. So what does it mean if T into mu minus 1? Well, if T mu minus 1 is equal to say 0.5 lambda, what would it mean? It means if I place a sheet such that this term is equal to 0.5 lambda, it has to shift to a position where optical path is different by half a lambda. It will shift to first dark fringe. And suppose this number is equal to 2.5 lambda. What does it mean? If this term evaluates to 2.5 lambda, it means central bright fringe has to shift to a point where physical path length difference is 2.5 lambda, and it is 2.5 lambda is corresponding to which dark fringe? 2.5, yes, of course it is 2.5. It is 5 into lambda by 2 is odd multiple of lambda by 2. It has to be dark fringe. And when it is 1, first dark fringe, 3, second dark fringe, 5 is third dark fringe. So if I place a sheet which is T into mu minus 1 is equal to 2.5 lambda. And what happens if it is equal to lambda by 6? How far it will shift? Lambda by 6, it will shift to position what? Well, it will shift to which point it will shift to. So lambda by 6 corresponds to what intensity of light? Lambda by 6 is equivalent to their intensity is 3/4 of the maximum intensity. So if I introduce a sheet which evaluates to lambda by 6, this term evaluates to lambda by 6, in that case, it will shift to a point where earlier intensity was 3/4 of the maximum intensity. This is based on understanding of how path difference is related to intensity. And if you want to quickly, again, you recall that point also, 0 path difference, 4I0, 60 degree, 90 degree, 120 degree. This is a phase difference, 60 degree corresponding to lambda by 6, lambda by 4, lambda by 3, 60 degree, 90 degree, 120 degree. Here intensity is 4I0. If this becomes 3I0, this becomes 2I0, and this one is I0. So some question can also ask this: what was the intensity before it shifted? Which point it has shifted to? What was the original intensity of light? If it was lambda by 6, it will shift to a point where original intensity was 3/4 of maximum intensity. So all questions related to introduction of sheet, we can also in terms of what is the path difference in terms of multiples of wavelength. That gives a better idea what the shift will be.